Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another 12-12 AD battle for you today, and this is a glorious 2v2 with large armies here as Kiev defends its settlement to the last man in an insanely close battle, and I mean insanely close. I definitely recommend you get yourself some popcorn, get yourself something to drink, sit down and relax and prepare for an absolute masterclass of a battle. This is arguably one of the closest 12-12 AD battles that I have been in, and it's getting straight underway here with a bit of a cavalry charge as we have some senior Druzina going in against some Ruthenian boyars. So we have Lithuania and we have the Kingdom of Bohemia up against two Kievian armies here. So the Kievian Rus are trying to defend their homeland against some foreign invaders. We've got troops now coming in, we've got some heavy smurred infantry coming in to support. Everything is tier 1 in this battle, so I actually think Lithuania's got quite a good advantage. They have some pretty strong tier 1 infantry. And you can see we actually have some, look at these ducal heavy axemen going. These guys look like they're Vikings. Look insanely strong. But they will certainly do some decent damage against the heavy smurred infantry, which is a spear infantry unit. And they're rushing them in to try and kill as many boyars as possible. And there you go. I mean, as you can see, the line is starting to clash along the front here as well. We've got some dismounted Druzina going against spears here. Ducal spears going in. How is he going over on the other side? It looks as though we also have Bohemia is about to clash as well. Actually, no, he has actually clashed in a few places. So we have mercenary Bohemian spears going in. A lot of gold chevrons being thrown about today, it seems. My gosh. Look at this spear wall over here. This looks glorious. It actually does. Mercenary Bohemian spears. They're like en masse. They look glorious. They really do. They're waiting. They've got their dismounted Druzina there waiting in the wings patiently. We've got another cavalry charge coming in here. The Druzina versus the boyars again. Druzina much more heavily experienced. They've got those gold chevrons. And we've got more cavalry coming in as well. I mean, they're going to go in, and then we've got a cavalry unit over here, Senior Druzina, and they can go for the general. That general is very much open. The Grand Duke bodyguard there. We've got spears already starting to lose here. Heavy smurred spears. It's already losing here. It's not a good sign. They're taking on the ducal heavy axemen here. These guys, like I said, look like Vikings, and they have nasty looking axes. They will just smash through so many shields. Yes, if you're enjoying seeing 12-12 on the channel and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment showing your support. It really does help out the channel as we work towards 7k subs. And as you can see here, we have Senior Druzina. They are trying to take out these Grand Duke bodyguard. They're doing a pretty decent job. The officer down there in his glorious purple cape, leading his men. And we've got the general now as well. We've got the I don't know what, Neaz guard? I'd say how you say that, but I'm not entirely sure. The general's losing, it's not a good sign. Is there any infantry to support him? No, not really at the moment. It's sending more cav in that direction at the moment. I mean, let's see what's going on over here. It seems as though the main Lithuanian line is still yet to move. Look at all of these noble swords, all like chevron to hell as well. Over on this side as well, we are seeing breaking from Kiev. Dismounted Druzina already starting to waver. Is not a good sign. They are taking on much more heavily chevron troops.
Keep him alive!
Mercenary, like infantry here, the mercenary Bohemian infantry doing pretty well. We've got a whole bunch of these guys. I like how they brought mercenary Bohemian infantry, though they are playing as Bohemia. It's not like they need their mercs. Surely Bohemia can afford to just bring their own troops. They look cool. Do you like this new unit that they have available to them? The cavalry and their general back here is looking pretty good. You've got King's bodyguard. We've got More Bohemian infantry. Where is the main cav? Okay, they got Soldier out here. Ooh, they got some pretty good stuff. They're going to go up against Senior Drazina as well. And they're much more chevroned up than the Senior Drazina. That is a concern. We've got some hounds as well, some dog heads here. They look like they're ready to go. I'm surprised they're able to keep these dog heads under command and like just, you know, ready to go. There's some Rus hunters here. They're getting focused down, having a rough old time. There you go, more clashing, more Bohemian infantry going in, more Bohemian spears being thrown in there against the Drazina. The armor difference is like massive. I feel like the Drazina should win this fight. And now we see the assault here from Lithuania as well. Lithuania now coming up in a horde. Look at the numbers being thrown in here. Here we go. These noble swords are going to have a... I would say would be able to break through the Drazina line. Artillery coming in, crunching into the infantry here. Really nice shots. Cavalry breaking, this is always a good sign, and the general is wavering. This is not a good sign either for Lithuania. We got some guard bird axemen in here, and they are just chopping down on the horses of the bodyguard of the Grand Duke. See, look at him, one bodyguard guy here, just surrounded. They're in trouble, that's for sure. If he breaks, then that could do huge issues for the morale. We could really do with getting this other cavalry now, this Ruthenian boyars. Get that out of there. But there you go, the general has been defeated. He's broken. Will they kill him? We'll see. If they kill him, it's even worse. Morale would be pretty bad as it is. But yeah, there you go. Enemy general is dead. That is not good at all. And now they can start to do hammer and anvils. Can the cavalry here. And you can see already got some Drazina over here, rousing some archers. Some Ruthenian archers being dealt with. But yeah, the main front line going in just as the general starts to break. That's not a good sign. We've got mercenary Bohemian infantry here working with Lithuania. So clearly the Bohemians doing well out of this. They're going to get paid a lot.
They've revealed their deception. Hidden troops.
Some hidden troops. Oh, are we seeing more Lithuanians a bit? I think we are. Even more. Oh gosh, yeah, Lithuanians now assaulting the other Drazina player. Or the other Kievan player, sorry. But he does have Drazina, I guess. So he is a Drazina player. Cavalry fight now going on over here. This is not looking good for Kiev, who actually, yeah, as I said, even though it's heavy shock cav, these guys are losing slightly because they have just not enough chevrons. They need all those gold chevrons. Get the extra charge bonus and melee, like, stats that they get with the melee attack and stuff like that. It's not looking good. The soldier, they just need to like hold it in place. Maybe get some spears or some axes in here. Yeah, guard bird or axemen, get them in there. Chop down this cav. That would do them the world of good. I'm now seeing dog heads go in, by the way. The dog's just in here, just harassing this man Drazina right now. Don't exactly look like they're doing like too much damage. I feel like all it's doing is providing the Drazina with some easy kills. We've got guard bird or axeman over here as well. Rus archers just chilling in the back. They could definitely do is just focus down the cav. That would do them a good amount of damage. Because the general has died, we're seeing hammer and anvils taking place, and the Lithuanian left is starting to break. This is not a good sign here for Lithuania, and now there's a whole horde of cavalry, axemen, spears, swords, ready just to throw itself onto the rear of the Lithuanians. I mean, they could just bring it. They could just run down some of these Bohemian crossbows as well. I mean, what we got here? Senior Drazina, yeah, 27 of them left. Huge amount of men that could do so much damage. There is a spear unit coming over though. We have got some ducal spears here of Lithuania. They're being sent over. They're like, our duke has fallen. We must defend the flank. I mean, why would you? I don't know. It just makes sense to just retreat. You've lost your duke. You've got no one leading you. He's the only one paying you. This battle line is ridiculous. It's ridiculously long. I mean, how many men were there in this battle at the start? There's like 20,000 men. Jeez. As you can see here we go. A general rear charge in the moment. I'm going to see this on some noble swords, and they're going to get hit hard. I don't know if he's really... Looks like he's hitting mostly his own troops, but there you go. Charge coming in. Does some damage. Should cause some wavering. We're seeing more cavalry coming in as well. Now seeing Brazina. There they go. In they go. Smashing in.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Cav is just going to inflict a lot of damage here. As you can see, we already have more wavering, and we have actually got wavering as well of noble swords here. And we've got a war cry going off, popping that. That's also caused loads more troops to break here. Numbers not looking good right now. I mean, what's it, 9,000 versus 7,000? Certainly Lithuania taking the majority of those losses. Looking pretty brutal. How is the fight going over here between Bohemia and the other Kievian player? Looks like they got some dogs that they got to deal with here. They're still dealing with the dogs. We're now seeing the axemen that come with like the dog heads going into combat, helping their cav fight out, which is really good. That will certainly help. Really nice support there. Now that actually has routed the cavalry. Really nice play. Now they just need to deal with this other one, and then they have no cav to worry about on their flank, and then they can just start a hammer and anvil like the other Kievian player is on Bohemia.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Look at this, guard birder axemen in here. They're just ripping through these units. I mean, they do excel the shock infantry on spears, and they are being provided with some spears and swords to kill. These guard birder axemen are going to do nasty, nasty work. Just look at their big axes scything through enemies. Now we got the general coming in, King's bodyguard here. He's an elite looking unit, all in red. In he goes, clashing in. He should get some pretty good kills, and that'll do a lot of damage to his guard birder axeman, which otherwise was like unstoppable. An unstoppable unit. It's lost like 20-30 men already. Chopping down one of the bodyguard. This mod just looks glorious. It really does. 12-12 it's a beautiful mod. But they are losing some of the swords here. Mount Drazina. We are seeing spears now coming as well. Heavy smirred spears coming in, trying to deal with this cavalry. They're probably going to inflict a decent amount of casualties here. Even if they're retreating, this heavy smirred infantry will be very handy. Scaring off the cav. Maybe keeping on the flank just to scare off the general. But it's not looking good over here. Lithuania is starting to feel the pain. We got the Khan guard. That's not definitely not how you say it. The KIEV'S guard. I don't know how you pronounce that. There you go. That's what we're going to go with. You could go into the back again of just any of these infantry units. It's just free to do so.
The unit is running from the enemy.
And there you go. In they go, slamming in. Chop them down, boys. Chop them down. A rear charge there is going to waver this unit, and it's causing this unit to lose here. I mean, this is all it does. Even if the amount of chevrons, a rear charge from cavalry, I know it is also gold chevron cavalry, but like a rear charge from cavalry, whatever your chevrons are, causes you to break. It's ridiculous. You see here we have got some ducal heavy axemen. They're coming over. They're going to come and try and deal with this general threat by the looks of it. They're like, you know what? This general's done enough damage now. He needs to die. And in fairness, they're getting pretty close. They might actually get him, you know. If they kill a general, then this Kievan army's in real trouble. But this fight just goes on. There's just such large blobs of men. There's a spear line of smurred infantry behind, ready and waiting. Look at them all fighting on this little hill. The general did just about get out of there, but he probably took a bunch of losses. You got shock infantry down here trying to deal some damage to these spears. Loads guard birder axemen down here. I mean, they just love, shock infantry just loves killing spears. It's his favorite thing to do. We've got artillery over here. We've got a trebuchet that's firing down. So Lithuania bring up a trebuchet and try and focus down maybe some big blobs. Maybe even hit the general. You never know. Looks like he's trying to hit him maybe. Oh, he's going for the guard birder axeman. Also a good target. General looks like it's about to rear charge its own troops here. This probably is not the best use of the general. He's slamming into the spears as well. This is only going to cost him a few bodyguard members. There you go. Speared off his horse. What a way to go, but did actually break the ducal spears being there. And as you can see, this continuous rout continues. There are a few Drazina that are starting to waver. They might return. But yeah, a few there starting to break. Over on this side, lots more Drazina and Rus are breaking. This is not a good sign if you're rooting for Kiev. There you go. I think that guard birder axeman's been routed. Yep, that's gone. And now there's just like a little isolated pocket here where about 2 or 3 Drazina could get routed really easily. I mean, this one's still got 96 men. The other one's got like 84. So, I mean, they're still relatively healthy. But this Drazina's just, yep, just kind of getting surrounded, outpositioned, outnumbered. All hope seems lost. Just no, men. There is help coming. There is more men on the way. We've got the general in here fighting it out. We've got a general v general here. I mean, if you can kill Bohemia's general, that will do the world of good for Kiev. They will probably have the same effect like the other Kievan armies had on Lithuania, which is still mopping up. Taking a little while to mop them up, to be honest. I mean, they are wavering. They're just taking their time. These axes over here as well. Oh, ducal heavy axes. 113 of them are breaking. Look at that, a horde of axemen. Just giving some easy kills as well to the swords that go by. The other Kievan player does have some force over here, and he is dealing with Lithuania. So he hasn't even got his full force against Bohemia. It is an absolute struggle.
From the enemy. This is shameful.
You can see there's more. Look at this, the routing troops over there. They're running. Or maybe they're actually not running. They're retreating. But still, they're like, run, run, men. The Rus are coming. It's glorious. It really does. Look over there, just like the amount of troops that are still alive. It's ridiculous. It just seems so cinematic. I look in the background, you see troops just moving around as the fight goes on in the foreground. But anyway, let's get back to the battle. You can see here my general now has arrived in the rear lines of Bohemia. He's going to try and do some damage. He's going to try and get a decent charge off here in this Bohemian infantry. And here he comes out of the woods, slamming on in. Really nice charge there onto the Bohemian infantry. I mean, he must have hundreds of kills, but I mean, he's still killing plenty here. Trying to just help out the Dracaena and the Smurd infantry. Doing what he can. Doing what he can where he can. He needs to just be careful because there's a lot of archers now over here. Lots of Bohemian crossbows and just Bohemian bows. Lots of nasty stuff here. But this sword line is not holding at the moment. Really need to see the arrival of the other army, which is looking very fresh and very scary right now. But the morale for these Bohemian troops, I mean, they still have some really fresh troops as well. Also, the morale's been incredibly good with these gold chevrons. Smurd infantry starting to break 104 men, and they're breaking. The general over here is now surrounded. It looks like he is probably doomed. Artillery is coming though and hitting these soldier, trying to do some damage. They need to be careful. They might hit their own troops. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Or hit their own general. Even worse. He's wavering now. It's not a good sign. And there you go. The allied general is falling. That will do massive, massive morale problems. And you can see here. I mean, it looks like... I mean, numbers-wise, we have 4,700 versus 4,000. A slight advantage for the Rus at the moment. But like I said, Bohemia has the chevron, so it's still very much up in the air who is going to win this one. Artillery coming in. Pretty sure that's hitting, yeah, I was going to say that's hitting its own Dracaena as they retreat. I guess they just don't like cowards. They're just like, you know what? Cowardice is not acceptable. Got some Dracaena over here. I don't know where they are. Artillery coming in. Oh, jeez. Just hitting every single one of these, like, Bohemian infantry. Imagine being in this unit and just seeing like the catapult coming in and you've been told just to stand there. Just like, nope, this is your order. You will stand and die here. General even getting focused down. He's pretty low, you know, 29 out of 70. If general were to die, that would also do a lot of damage to morale. The last few Dracaena here, just about to rout. But don't worry, there's plenty more on the way. Oh god, there's so much more Dracaena. It's endless. Guard, Birder, Axeman, they're going to go in and they have a whole horde of swords that they can try and take on here. They can focus down as well at the moment by archers. They should get in amongst them and have some joy now. They should be able to cut through these lightly armored swords, which I mean the axes were doing pretty damn well against these swords, even when they were doing like even when they had morale in the other fight. I mean, they're also fighting even better troops. They're fighting the noble swords and doing okay. There's the Bohemian infantry already breaking. Got Guard, Birder, Axeman here. They're going to flank in.
Enemy units have been rallied.
In these guys go. More Birder Axemen being thrown into this fight, just trying to rip through them. I mean, there's a lot of swords that we've pinned down here. 2 whole units at the moment. Got some archers here as well that have been caught out. I mean, they are out of ammo, so I guess it's not the end of the world, but they will be defeated. Fighting off in this forest here. They are gold chevron, so I wonder if they'll do okay. No, instantly losing. Got some swords here setting up. Got some dismounted Dracaena. They need to be careful. They are getting focused down by crossbows. They do need to just wait for some reinforcements because there's a lot of Bohemians here. Seeing even more Guard, Birder, Axemen going in, trying to flank these Bohemian infantry. Once they take them out, These Bohemian infantry that just free up a lot of birder axemen. These Bohemian infantry are probably just wondering, what do we deserve to face so much elite infantry? Because it is a lot. And at the same time, that's really good for Bohemia. I mean, there's a lot of infantry being tied down by literally one infantry unit right now. Here we go, the front line engaged over here as well. We've got Jazina going in. We also have... oh yeah, just a bunch. It's just so much Jazina here. In they go. It's a shame that Kiev aren't able to bring their really good, like, hybrid infantry, like their, I forgot what they're called now. Well, dismounted Jazina to start with. I'm pretty sure there's what, well, I mean, these are dismounted Jazina, but I'm pretty sure there's, like, Jazina archers or something like that. It's a shame they can't bring them. Because they would do great right now. Because it is only tier 1, and unfortunately, in tier 1, archers and stuff like that kind of suck for Kiev. I think they have, like, just crossbows from Bohemia, funnily enough, and just some archers that we've already seen. Here we go, heavy smurd going in. Heavy smurd spears. You can see some heavy infantry of some sort. The smurd spears could actually probably do some decent damage. Look at the spear this guy has. Look at the blade. This is a fight that the Bohemians will not enjoy, and this is a spear against guard birder axemen, and yeah, they're just getting chopped down. As we know, shock infantry does really well against spears. They just carve through them. Spears versus spears over here. And we have swords versus some spears. These mercenary Bohemians, spearmen, just outmatched. There's a cavalry movement in the back line, so look at this. Are we going to see a move now from Bohemia's cavalry? He's going to try and deal with these. There's 4 units out here. Artillery coming in as well. Really nice shots onto the cavalry, doing some damage. That's what's needed.
The men are running.
That is under the Kievian trebuchet, where there's actually 2. One really far back, though. Look at this, trying to catch them. Has definitely caught them. It's going to do damage, though, to this Jazina unit here. Need to be careful, the Bohemia. They don't want to lose their cav. They're going to need that. It's something they have over the Kievian Rus at this moment in time. Crossbow bolts coming in, trying to hit as many of this cavalry as possible, and in they go. They do manage to get in amongst the crossbows. Really nice charge, killing like half this Bohemian crossbow unit, but now it's being overwhelmed by infantry, and the cav is gone. We're now seeing the general of Kiev come up. He is on his way. 29 men left. What can he do? What can he hope to do? His infantry line goes on. Jazina are just like more Bohemians to fight. They're just never ending. That's what they're probably thinking. It's like there's never. This army's already had to fight one army, and it destroyed that, and now it's got to fight a second one. These guys are tired. They just need a rest. They need a good pint. This is like constant fighting everywhere. And I think, yeah, the Jazina's been freed up, and now that can go in elsewhere. Guard birder axeman going in there. Guard birder axeman going in here, but really they need to flank. They need to get around.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
We are starting to see some wavering. I mean, from both sides. Jazina here wavering. Got mercenary Bohemian spears breaking there. The centre's not looking too great either. There's a lot of pressure though here from Kiev right now. And Bohemia is also willing to throw in the men. Numbers are looking relatively close. Only 600 men in it. 3,000 versus 2,400. It still could go either way. But Kiev does have it slightly in its favor. Crossbows just mercilessly firing right now. I mean, we've got archers as well. We've got the general in the back lines here for Kiev. He's got 19 men left. He needs to be careful. Really does. I mean, the best thing to do would probably go in and try and kill the enemy general and just sacrifice himself, try and trade generals. But here we go. We're going to see a charge. He's going to try and support his men. He's going to try and just break some of these infantry. Try and get a breakthrough for his men. There you go. They never said that the Duke of Kiev was not a good man. Trying to help his men. He just got an amazing charge there as well. Breaking these units, making this whole front here redundant basically now. And we are going to see a breakthrough here. Oh, he's in trouble. 6. Oh, he's gone for sure. There you go. The enemy general has fallen. Not good. He's broken just like that. Oh, this is not good. That could do a lot of damage to morale. These units already starting to waver because of that. And we see more units along the line breaking. A heavy Smurd with 156 starting to waver just because they're getting surrounded and they've lost their general. Not good. Got archers in point-blank range firing. Got a general as well over here. Bohemia's general is also not looking good. He's wavering. 11 men. He's broken, then rallied. This is not good for Bohemia. If he loses his general as well, it could just go down to just morale and just who's got the more like morale. It's now 1,800 versus 1,900 because that general got killed. Really, I should not have sent in my general as the Rus. Should have just held on to him. We were doing okay. We had the numbers. King's bodyguard here. He is wavering. You can see this flank over here has broken. Drazina had enough. And the Smurd infantry need to see a volley or something soon from this. There you go. Oh, and he's gone. He's broken just like that. The crossbow's going in, wiping him out. And there you go. Now it could go either way. We've seen breaking on both sides now. Guard Birder Axeman over here. Still healthy. Still willing to kill. Angered at the sight of their Duke dying. They're like, fight on! Kill as many of these dirty Bohemians as possible. Kiev, though, is a really nasty faction. From what I've learned from this, it's a nasty-ass faction. Oh, artillery can be in a really good shot there. Look at that burning the whole like corner of that formation. Artillery will miss in that one, but the first one was really good. Absolutely brutal. God, Birder Axeman, they're going to win here against the Bohemian infantry. That's good. But they are going to lose another one here. And now, as you can see, I mean, it's 1,100 versus 1,600. And it looks like it's in favor now of Bohemia. But we have just seen a mass break over here. Lots of Bohemians got routed. This is good to see if you're rooting for Kiev. But it's not looking good on the top half. But the Guard Birder Axemen are doing their best. They're holding on. Drazina here just need a flank on. They can surround a few more of these units. They can do some good damage. Guard Birder Axeman here. Look like they're doing okay. They're breaking more troops. They might break the sword as well. They need to actually engage, I think. They're not really actually properly engaged. See a ridge. Oh, artillery's still coming in. I think they're trying to hit this big blob of infantry that's forming up over here. Rear charge now coming in from Bohemia as it tries to deal with these Garbeder Axemen. It's looking close, put it like that. 700 versus 1200. There is hope for the Bohemians. There is now hope. Kiev's got to hold on. Like, it is incredibly close right now. Artillery coming in as well, trying to do as much damage as possible. Get some really nice hits there. Oh, that was not a bad one either. It also helps with morale. See here, doing a lot of damage to morale. Also, this Garbeder Axemen though, not looking great. They just carry on fighting. They just like, they get out of one fight and they get thrown into another one. These guys are just like, we need a rest. Please, a day off. Not good though, not good. Starting to see wavering over there. And yeah, crossbows over here as well. Actually managing to rout a whole load of spears here. How these guys are managing to rout troops. I guess they're firing whilst in combat. It's very effective. It's annoying when it happens to you. When it's working for you, oh, you love it. There you go, they've been routed. Now seeing the Bohemian crossbows over here. Taking on some of their own comrades. Bohemian crossbows fighting against Bohemia. And it's not looking good, as you can see here. We've got the Garbeder Axemen being routed, and that is probably going to be the battle. 200 against 800 is probably not going to be able to be turned around, but you never know. But yeah, what a fight. It was insanely close. Look at the bodies. And it was just, like, we were playing this battle, and we were like, I don't know who's going to win. Like, a lot of it. We were just like, yeah, this is insanely close. If I hadn't sent my general in to die, probably would have won. Probably would have been, because we had the numbers at the time. Morale wouldn't have really mattered so much, I don't think, because the army losses eventually would have just come into play for the Bohemians. But those Bohemian troops are just nasty. Once the two generals both died, the gold chevrons these guys had just like allowed them to have a bit more morale and just hold on a little longer. Got artillery now coming in here as well from the other Bohemian artillery. Should have come in a bit earlier. We really needed it. But a really nice hit there onto the Bohemian infantry, that is for sure. There's another sword back here, but it was stuck on the walls. We're not quite sure what happened, but this soldier infantry, a bunch of my infantry really got stuck on these walls when trying to get out, off and out of the settlement. But yeah, it was a strange one, put it like that. I don't know what happens there, but yeah, we got the artillery outside. These guys are now just preparing to shell what remains of the Bohemian army. So I mean, there's maybe hope. Maybe if we rout the entire army with this trebuchet, that would be hilarious, but I don't think we will. Don't think we'll manage to rout 600 men, but who knows? I mean, yeah, actually, to be fair, we would have done the 600 men. You know, we did kill off another 200 since we last looked. I doubt it'll be done, though. Cross was here fighting on against archers and swords, being surrounded. But what a fight. I mean, brutal fight. I mean, 20,000 men are dead here on this battlefield today. Like, no one came out of this alive. Just look at the lines, though. You can see, like, the lines are dead. It's ridiculous. Like, my gosh. Brutal. Really was. And now the remaining Bohemians are rushing this trebuchet. And honestly, I think they might just break on their own yet. Already starting away, but last shot's going off. And that was the last volley there. And that probably will be it. And there you go. A valiant defeat for Kiev. And what a fight, though, it was. Kiev put up a pretty good stand. And they did well, put it like that. But yeah, I was playing in this battle against Kingston. Kingston is a fellow YouTuber. Definitely go and check him out. There's loads of Total War stuff. If you're into NTW3, 1212, he covers all of that sort of stuff. Definitely go and check him out. Some great content. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. But yeah, let's quickly have a look at some of these end results. I was playing as one of the Kievan armies. My general got 563 kills. Incredible. Garbeder Axemen getting like 368, 393, like nearly 400 kills there, and the other two nearly getting 300 as well. Like, these guys did incredibly well. I was so proud of these guys. My heavy smurd infantry, heavy smurd spears, 133 kills, I think the best one, but most of them getting into the hundreds, doing really well. Drazina, 120 kills, 156, 257. But yeah, some pretty solid kills there. I mean, some of them didn't do so great, but some of them did really well. My crossbow's getting 127, 217 kills. My cav getting 256 kills. And my trebuchet getting 117. Then we have everyone here playing as the other Kievian army. His Guard-Birder Axeman getting 139 kills. Certainly not as well. He certainly had a bit more of a rough time, it seems. Because Bohemia didn't lose his general straight away. So my army certainly was like pretty unscathed from fighting Lithuania to then face Bohemia. But yeah, his heavy smurd spears, 94 kills. These guys actually did pretty well. They were like the only heavy infantry, I think, on the battlefield, or some of the only heavy infantry on the battlefield. So they did pretty well. Drazina getting 93 kills here. But yeah, his archers are just not worth bringing. He was saying he should have brought the crossbows instead, and he chevroned these guys to hell, and they did nothing. Cav only getting 24 kills, but I think it's because he was engaged with other Cav. He should have possibly just chevroned these guys up. Would have done a lot better. And 205 kills with his trebuchet. Very, very, very nice. Then we got Kingston here, who's playing against Bohemia. 222 kills with his King's Bodyguard. 201 kills with his mercenary Bohemian Spears. 211, 259 with another one here. This guy's actually did pretty well. His Bohemian Infantry, 316 kills. 278. Some incredible kills there. 212. 202, yeah, some good kills. His archer's getting 158 kills. His crossbows, 216, 214. His cav getting 443 kills. And his doghead's getting 278 kills. Some incredible kills there. Then we have Adams, who's playing as Lithuania. His axes were his best units by far and away. 127 kills, 109 kills. Some good kills there. His noble swords, yeah, had a really rough time. 98 kills is not too bad, but yeah, these guys could have got into the hundreds, maybe 200s. If they didn't lose their general, unfortunately. And his cav getting 25 kills again, was fighting my cav, so it's hard to get cav kills. And then Trebuchet getting 83 kills, which is not too shabby. But there you go, guys. That is today's battle. I hope you did enjoy. What a close one. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next epic 12-12 battle. Bye for now.